Welcome to the fourth episode of Tarkov How To. Today, I will show you all of the cases within Escape from Tarkov, tell you what it is used for, and demonstrate how to obtain all of them. This video is mainly for new players, but if you haven't got all of these cases multiple times, you might find some useful information even if you're a veteran, especially when it comes to all the new changes in the barter traits. Let's get started. We're gonna go from first obtained to last obtained, basically. So let's get started with the Lucky Scav junkbox. Lucky Scav junkbox is a 196 slot case, and I recommend you get this case the very first as your very first case, and you can obtain it multiple ways. You can hold various different barter items basically inside almost everything, including like the diaries, intelligence folders, and on top of that, I will show you, you can hold Dogtags as well if you desire. So it is a very important item, especially early on. The way to obtain it currently is through Therapist. Now they changed it this wipe. It used to be Therapist level 2. Now Therapist level 1 sells 1. And it is only 1 million or 1.1 million rubles. The second way to get it is to turn in, for Therapist level 2 again, Dogtags, 100 Dogtags above the level 10. And the third way is actually to craft it. You can craft it in the hideout, in the lavatory. I think it's lavatory level 3, I want to say. I'm not sure. Maybe level 3, level 2. No, it must be level 3. I'll show you the craft. It takes 2 magazine boxes, magazine cases. We will get to that next or a little later. Cut metal scissors, 6 bolts, and 3 cac tapes. So the second one should be an ammo case. It is sort of self-explanatory. It is good to store ammo, and this is not found in raid status. This is found in raid status, and if you pile the found in raid one onto the other one, it becomes not found in raid 1. That's the only thing maybe you should know about this one. And how to get it. You can get it through various task rewards, but you should obtain it prior to that whenever you have the chance. It is mechanic level 1, and it is a barter. The green gunpowder and 2 thermites are that you need to turn in order to obtain this one. And if I remember correctly, there's no other. No, there's one more. I'm sorry. The level 2 mechanic sells it for 180,000 rubles as well, which is also very nice. You can get it for gunsmith part 10. You can get 2 as a quest reward. For big customer, you can get 2 for a reward, and for samples you can get 1 as a reward. But these are all later on quests as you progress, and it is generally sold by mechanic level 2, like we discussed earlier. The magazine case is a case for only magazines, and you can put in a bunch of different types of magazines, from pistol magazines to every kind of magazine in the game. And later on, you can get it 2 ways. Now, the first way is if you finish Shooter Born in Heaven, you can buy it from mechanic level 3. It unlocks you, and you can purchase it for just under 300,000 rubles. And the other way to obtain it is again in the lavatory. I think it's lavatory level 2. I will check up in a second on that. You can craft it, and the craft requires you to fuel, cutting scissors, 3 bolts, 3 nuts. The fuel, I recommend obviously using up the fuel from inside first, and then just craft from the empties, because you can do that, and this way you don't waste the money. Then later on during your wipe, you should, if you're not currently in need of a magazine case, you should turn them into Lucky Scav junk boxes, like I said earlier. So pistol cases could be also found in raid, or you can just obtain them through various barters and even buy them, and you can get them from quest rewards as well. The pistol cases are a 12 size container. It holds both pistols, any kind of pistol, and magazines put them on. Yep, it holds any kinds of magazine as well. This was a rifle magazine. The way to get it is through there is a barter, and you can get it for quests. For the quests, you can get one for the cargo part 1. This is a later on quest, and one for the Punisher part 5. That's also a bit later on, not immediately at the start of your wipe. But the barter that you can get is currently at Therapist level 2. I think they moved it, I'm not sure. This is definitely the barter for now that you want to go for. 2 medical syringes and 6 meds. Medical case could be obtained through various things. You can also get it, from quest rewards and also barter or buy it. The medical case is a case with 49 item slots, and you can hold any type of medical item within. You can get one from the Healthcare Privacy Part 5, one from the quest called Out of Curiosity, and the third one is Colleagues Part 3. Now, I don't recommend you doing that quest because it requires you to turn in a blue and a green labs key card, and the reward is just not worth it. The other way, like I mentioned, is through looting from marked rooms, both on customs and on reserve. And other than that, you can get it from Therapist, and I will show you in a second how to. So Therapist sells it at level 2. I will show you like this, and level 2 and level 3. So at level 2 you can barter it. At level 2 you can barter it for 2 Vaseline, 7 syringes, and 7 blood sets. And on level 3 you can simply buy it for roughly 50,000, 550,000 rubles. Both of them are valuable ways to get it, or worthy ways to get it. Not valuable, worthy ways to get it. And you're moving on. So the documents case holds 16, size is 16, and it holds various things from, I will show, from key cards, labs key cards, for example, to intelligence folders, flash drives, diaries, and keys. And but it doesn't hold dog tags nor golden items compared to another case, the SIG case, but that's later on. But it is very useful to have, especially early on, and you can get it as a quest reward for the Punisher Part 5. You can get one, and there's another one that you can get for Nostalgia. Punisher Part series is from Prepper. Nostalgia is from Jaeger. Also, you can get it from any marked room, once again from reserve or on customs. But you can barter it for 1 cat, 1 lion, and 4 horses, and it's a very, very important case, especially early on. So definitely, I recommend you to get it. And whenever I find one early on, I don't sell it. I use it because it's just much more valuable than any other case, because you can, like I said, hold keys and a bunch of other good items in it. Let's move on. The Keytool is a container that only takes up 1 slot in your inventory, in your stash. Especially recommended to put into your gamma container, whatever container, alpha to gamma to kappa, like once again. And it holds 16 keys, but only mechanical keys. So this item, for example, wouldn't fit any key cards, nor any other types of items, for either gold spawn items or like folders, diaries, sort of types of items. 2 ways to get it. One of them is, once again, from the marked rooms, from both customs and reserve, best of my knowledge. And the other way is a barter. The barter is at Therapist or on Therapist. I think it's level 2. And it requires 30 items currently, 10 of each, H2O2, NaCl, and chlorine. Before you unlock the flea market, if it would stay up to level 20, I would definitely recommend looking out for these items and picking them up everywhere you go, and scav for them specifically, so you can barter one early on. If you don't get to barter a dock case, then this is the way to hold your keys for raids. A lot of keys. Moving on. Dogtag case holds up to 100 Dogtags, and there's nothing more to say. 100 Dogtag, only Dogtags fit. Before you get a Dogtag case, you should put your Dogtags into Lucky Scav junkbox, like I showed it earlier today. They put the barter in for Jaeger level 1 for flash drives. I am not sure that you would get this one early on. I don't think so. This is a new barter. I haven't seen this one before prior to today. And the other way is to get it from therapist. And I think it's now it's level 1. I think it used to be like level 2 or 3. And it is 344,000 rubles, as you can see. But it used to be 450, 500,000, something like that, if I remember correctly. But they lowered the price and they moved down to level 1. Moved it down to level 1. I don't think there's any other way. Also, you can get it from marked rooms. And that's about it. The flash drives, back to the flash drive barter. Early on, I don't recommend getting it. Early on, I would recommend you getting the Lucky Scav junkbox and just put all your Dogtags into a Lucky Scav junkbox and not waste any flash drives, because you need a heap of flash drives found in raid 1s, especially if you die a bunch of times with a flash drive in your secure container. Obviously, then you can barter these, and this is a good barter. Let's move on. So it holds various different items from food section. You can put in a bunch of different things. Basically all food types items. It is a 64 size container. You can get it from marked rooms. I found multiple during this wipe. They go for quite a bit of money almost all the time. You can stockpile and hoard a bunch of food items like I did this wipe here, but basically you need to hold 50 moonshine and 30 plus vodka and whiskey if you want to go for a thick case, and that's the gist of it, and that's why you need multiple of these. And the price is usually around, well, now it's 400,000, 500,000 rubles. Earlier during a wipe, it could go up to like 700,000 rubles. That's probably the most that I sold one for. And the barter is at Jaeger level 2. I'll show you that as well. And surprise, surprise, you need food items and various drink items for this to barter. 10 hot rods, 5 colas, 5 herring, and 5 squash. And like I mentioned, it's worth to sell it if you find it early on. But later on, get multiple, you will need it. So, grenade case. Let's go back to my character. I only use one. It holds, obviously, grenades, all types of grenades, and even, for example, a fuse, which is a barter item for a grenade. And it is a 64 size container, as you can see. And there is 2 ways to get it. One is through the marked rooms, and the other one is, oh, I'm sorry, there's actually 3 ways. You can get it for chemical part 4. I forgot that. So there's a quest that it is giving you a grenade case, and the other one is a barter item, trade. It's from Jaeger level 3, I guess. Yes, and you would need survival lighters, matches, and repellents. I forgot to mention that there is another way. You can craft a grenade case in the lavatory level 2 for 2 metal fuel tanks, 1 metal cutting scissors, 5 screw nuts, 5 bolts, and 1 wrench. Once again, I recommend you to use up the fuel case before you're crafting. If you are a very big Chad and you are killing so many raiders that you always fill up your pockets, and you're getting more grenades than you are using, then that's the only way that I can think of to be filling the grenade cases. And you would need more grenade cases than you could more than one. That's what I'm trying to say. Then you would need more than 1 grenade case. All right, let's move on. The money case is a fantastic item. It holds 49. It is a 49 size container, and it holds money, GP, coins, and bitcoins. I think that's it. no golden spawn items would fit it. And you can get it through marked rooms on the aforementioned maps, or you can get it through a barter trade from Therapist, and I think it's level 4? Level 4. I thought it was level 3. So it's level 4, and you can get it for 5 gold chains, 2 roller watches, and 2 golden skulls. Sometimes it is not worth, depending on the state of the wipe, the time that the wipe has been on for. It is not worth to buy it from the flea. For example, now it's around 500,000 rubles. You should also check this price as well on the flea, and maybe the barter is not worth it. Maybe it is worthier to just sell the items if you don't need them anymore, or you are already past those quests, and buy a money case from the flea market. And I definitely recommend you have one as well, because a simple wallet, I forgot to put the wallet into this one. This is the same category. Let's touch that as well. A simple wallet can do the trick as well. The wallet is the most basic holder of money. Let me show you that it actually holds money. It holds all types of money. The stock on the stack size, sorry, the stack size on the ruble is 500,000. The others, I don't know, but higher, lower. But you're unlikely to reach the limit early on, so you will outgrow the wallet very fast. You can basically hold 2 million rubles. That's what I'm trying to say here. But it also fits key cards, lab key cards, and that's it. I actually don't know if you can pick one up from the traders, but I don't think so. Not even from Therapist, and not even from level 1. But you will find one, no worries on that. And moving on. There are 2 types of weapon cases. For this one, we're talking about the one called weapon case. The other one is called thick weapon case. The smaller one is this one, as the name of weapon case. It is a 50 size container, and it holds various guns, any type of gun basically, and gun parts as well. For example, I don't know, pistol, whatever. Gun parts and guns. And also magazines, but I wouldn't waste a magazine. You can get it from marked rooms. And the second one is to get it through quest. Let me show. It was a weapon case as a reward, for example. And that is the second one. And the third one is barters. Now, there are a bunch of different barters that you can get it through. For example, you can get it from mechanic. I think it's level 3 and level 2. Yes, level 2 is 10 bitcoins. And level 3 is a bunch of different items. But generally, early on, this is not worth it because the AESA item, I'm sorry, is a very expensive item early on because it's super rare and it is required for the hideout. You can get it from Jaeger as well. Let's go cases, and I think it's level 2, 3, level 1, no, level 4. My bad. I think this is a new one. I don't seem to recall earlier that you could get it. This is the pistol case barter. That's why the pistol cases were out when we were looking at the Therapist barter, the only way to get a pistol case. And the empty fuel tanks I would use for this one, not then the full one. Other than that, there is a barter from Skier for 10 moonshine, 7 vodka, and 5 slickers. Quick side note is that these guns are, all the magazines and all the pistol grips are removed, so they would fit. They would fit with all of those within, or I mean put back onto them, but they would take up double the size. So you should definitely remove those in order to store guns much more efficiently. Moving on. Sick case. The sick case is a beautiful case. Once again, it's a nice little pouch. Actually, it's a real life pouch. Once I looked it up just out of curiosity, and it exists in real life as well, and it looks exactly like the same. And I'm not sure it is used for holding keys. Within the game, it is a 25 size container that mainly holds keys, but not just keys. You can hold Dogtags within, and you can also hold key cards within. You can hold money, not that much money because that one is on me currently. And you can hold GP coins, Bitcoins, and golden spawn items, but not the lion, I believe, but the chain, the roller, and the skulls definitely. Jaeger 4 barter currently, it requires a heap of items, but it is worthy. The same goes as it was going for the documents cases, maybe even one for each map. But the ultimate thing to use is in your pouch, one SIG case for collecting Dogtags and one documents case for collecting like intelligence folders and then diaries and so on. And both could fit keys, both could fit different other items, and yeah, that's a very handy way to go into a raid. But usually you would only do that if you have a Kappa container and you could spare 4 slots out of your secure container. Moving on. The thick weapon case. The thick weapon case is a 90 size container, and it holds a bunch of weapons, as you can see. And also the same, all of these things that I just mentioned, that for the weapon case in comparison, how the size is different. The difference is that you cannot find this one in raid because they are not in the marked room spawns, I believe, and it wouldn't fit a container. So if I would put this on, while I could put the weapon case here, I cannot put the thick weapon case in here, so there's no way to get one out of a raid. There's only 2 ways to get it. One of the ways is there's a quest called Perfect Meditator, which is getting loyalty level 4 with all of the traders. The other way is to get is through a barter. There used to be only one barter, level 4 mechanic for 20 Bitcoin and 20 GP coins. The other barter is a new one from Jaeger level 4. You can get one for 2 weapon cases and 2 ammo boxes. In my opinion, it's not worth it. For the 2, it's like around 10 million rubles, but this was 8. And those are the only ways to get it currently. Let's move on. The thick items case is a 196 size container, and you can fit almost every item in the game into this container except for the Lucky Scav junkbox. Should I put this on? No, I cannot. Without this one here, it wouldn't accept Lucky Scav junkbox, and it wouldn't accept pistol cases for some reason, but it would accept, and thick weapon cases wouldn't fit either, but it accepts like weapon cases, all the other cases, ammo, magazine case, money case, the Holy Link thermal bag that I just showed earlier, Medcase, all the Dogtag cases, doc cases, SIG cases, wallets, and all the other items in the game, and also obviously backpacks and backpacks within backpacks, and so on and so forth, and all kinds of items. And it is very, very handy to have. So once again, you can get it from a quest, the private clinic quest. It gives you as a reward a thick items case, and this is the reason that you can actually sell it on the flea market. So if you would check the price, it would be, loads in, it would be around 18 to 20 million rubles each, and this one is found in raid, the other one is not. The reason behind is this one is from my private clinic quest, the other one is from a barter. The barters are on therapist, and they are at, I believe, level 4 both. Yes, one is this one from various medical items, defibrillators, Ledexes, ibuprofens, and toothpaste. I am crafting moonshine basically constantly. Once I hit 50, I'm just buying up the rest of the vodka and whiskey that I don't own up till I meet the requirement, and I am bartering this one. This is usually 200,000 rubles a piece, so this would make 10 million plus extra. The extra is around 2 million sum total, maybe even a bit less. And basically for around 11 to 12 million rubles, I am getting an 18 million ruble case. So it is very much worth it, and you should get as much as you can because it holds a lot of items there and cases, now we know, and therefore it saves up a lot of space in your inventory. Let's move on. Same is going to be true for the thick items case as an items case would be. The 2 ways that you can get one is only these 2 barters. They are both on level 3 therapist, and the I think the best way is to get the 150 level 17 and above Dogtags and turn them in. it is 64 size. And the other way is to get 20 optimaloscopes and 50 meds. An optimaloscope is 70,000 now, 80,000 now, so that would roughly be 1.6 million at the current state. So it is worthy. I forgot one more thing. There is an option to buy it for 16,000 euros, 16,000 and a half. I think it used to be a lower 15,000 something euros, if I remember correctly. So 140 times the 16,000, 16,500 is 2.3 million. So definitely around the same price. So these are the three ways to get this. And like I said, I think it's a great item as well. You should get this as well. And this sums up all the cases within the game at the current state of the game as of mid-November 2021. They change around a lot of things a lot of times. So the things that are required today might change for tomorrow, or maybe they will change with the upcoming 12.12 patch, which more than likely will be a wipe as well, and most likely it will happen before the end of the year. So, or I would think it would be around Christmas time, or a couple weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks prior to Christmas. So players could, or the player base could play it around Christmas, and there would be a big content dump for it around Christmas. I hope you learned a lot from this. If you are a veteran, more than likely this wasn't new information for you. But if there was anything new, I'm pleased to hear that you learned something today. Even I learned something today from this while just trying to make this video.